But the intent is that functions are very powerful in when it comes to application development. So without knowing this, without knowing functions, features, or the use cases, right, you will find very difficult in application development or any small automation. Got it? So that's where understanding of functions are critically important for this program. Okay, whatever it is, what is function? Function is a reusable block of code, right? So when it comes to application development or any automation or whatever we do, right? So we will automate some feature. For example, getting let's say when you're working with a database, for example, see, taking a backup. So that you have a backup function and you have one more restore function, right? So you will be using like you will be passing parameter like database name and the table name. So if you write a function, let me quickly show you. Like let's say you had a function, a backup function. Okay, so you had a backup function, db backup. Say db underscore backup. So there's a function. So when you want to take a backup, so what could be the minimum parameters? Aparna, do you know what is the parameters? So we can say uh, db name, is it? DB name is the first parameter, and like from which table information also required, right? Got it. So this would take a, let's say for example, specific table backup, or if you want to restore, how you can do? Same. No, currently we were not establishing a connection. So this is just a sample functions. Okay, when you want to do it with Python, we have different libraries for each one. For example, let's say if you want to work with a Postgres SQL, right? So then Psycho PG2, this is the library. And if you want to work with other database like Mongo, so we have PyMongo. So these are the clients. Okay, when you want to establish a connection with the database and get the things right. So these are the clients. These are the libraries in Python, which would support us to connect to the database. Make sense? Right. So like, did you see, guys? So this is how we do. Okay. Yeah. And today's session we will continue working on. So yesterday we have seen a single star variable, right? And today is double star variable. Double star variables. Okay, so meaning, so I can write a function, let's say, um, to give a context. Double star means keyword based arguments. Okay, so uh, you will be sending something like this once again. So say my variable, my function, and variable is double star uh, where, or param. This can be any name, since it's a parameters, right? I'm just giving heads up. And here, if you just print param, actually see, when it comes to double star, it is a dictionary, like the data, it stores data in a form of dictionary. Okay, and it required. So when I do this, right, param is, for example, param. Okay, so if I just call this function, so even so when it comes to parameters, so when it comes to double star variable shows data in the form of dictionary. Got it? And it shows data in the form of for dictionary. And other thing is when arguments can be 0 or more. Make sense? Okay. Now I just created a very basic basic function with just a print statement. Like I defined a double star param, and param is just printing out because it can be 0 or more, right? When I call this function, I didn't pass any arguments. Okay, so say 0 aux passed. Make sense? If I execute this out, now we'll come to know. Yeah, if I execute this, you would see like, did you see this? Param is empty dictionary. Don't think that there is curly braces. That's why it is printing. No, no. Even if you want to know the type, type is say type of param. Make sense? If I this time you would understand. Uh, yep. So if I execute this now, did you see this? Param is empty dictionary and type is class dictionary. You got it? Okay. So this zero argument passed, and when I pass the function, let's say my function. And see, when it comes to param, right, you cannot pass a single variable because param is a keyword based dictionary, right? You have to pass two. So, for example, let's say you are writing a equal 10, or you just say you are thinking name equal to, for example, say Molly. Got it? So this time, what happened exactly? So you are passing name Molly, correct? But when it comes to dictionary, how it stores? It stores in the form of dictionary, correct? Dictionary key and value pair. So what will happen? It will become name colon the value which we have passed. The first the first one it will take. It will make as a key and name, right? Don't think that it will print exactly like this. In dictionary, if you do this, it's a problem. But what it does in the background, it translates this name to string of name. Understood? And Molly, it will take like this. It stores the data in this style. So now this to explain you, but let me trigger. Now did you see it, guys? So param is name colon Molly. Yeah, did you understood? Guys, in Python, only 7 data structures primarily we will use. If you know them, it is easy because wherever we use data structures, right, like data types, it's very, very easy, guys. Understood? Yeah. No, this one clear? Yes, no? Let me give one more example. So my function, so I would say, let's say a equal 10, b equal 20, and c equal 30. Understood? So how this will become now? Same style. Dictionary, a colon 10. This is not a, see, this is the values, right? This 10, 10 is the integer value. See, only the first portion of it turn out to a string, and rest of the values will store the as it is. Did you get it what I mean? It's not that a colon a is string and b like the value also 10, 10 as a string. It's not like this. It's like this. No, no, it's not like this. Did you get it what I mean? So it takes it converts the first portion of it to a string, and the second portion to actual value. Make sense, guys? Make sense? Yes, no? Yeah, got it. So if I trigger this out, you'll see, guys. Did you see it? Hmm? Makes sense, huh? Yeah. So this is what double star parameters. Okay. I don't want to stress you much on this, but generally whenever you are using this, so it takes key and value pair format. And you can also directly pass. One second, let me say my function. And if you parse something like this, then it is in trouble. Did you see this? My function takes zero position argument, but one was given because what we have done actually. So we are passing 10, correct? So it cannot store because double star is meant for storing the values in the form of a dictionary, key and value pair. And since we were not sending any such information, right? So it's in trouble. Got it? Yeah. So these things we will use, guys. We will use single star, double star a lot. Okay. So when we use this, when we don't know how many arguments to be passed by the user, right? User may pass, let's say, he may pass one argument, two argument, like we don't care. There is a scenario, but anyway, when it comes to the real time use case, you will come to know. But in general scenario, what could be, right? For example, let's say user want to query some information. Let's say based on name or based on age or based on anything, name, age, gender, something like that. Okay, from the database, for example. So we can also have a double star variable, and then we can capture this name, age, gender data, and then we can pass it to the filter. You got it? So, for, yeah. Anyway, we'll have a lot of good examples for this to justify. Since you were not well trained on this, this one advanced things. So it might require some more time to understand this better and the actual business use case. Yeah, makes sense, right? So let me copy this out and say here. Got it? Yeah, I just comment this out. Okay, and so far we have covered double star also, and let us also take opportunity to cover keyword based arguments. Keyword based arguments. Okay, so when I say keyword based, when I mention keyword based arguments, right? So what does it really mean? So for example, let's say I had a function which takes user details. For example, let's say user details where the first name is name, second is age, and third name is gender. Got it? Okay, Naveen, can you go on mute? Yeah. And so we have a df user details, name, age, and gender, right? So there are how many parameters here? So there are three mandatory parameters. None of them are optional. Okay. But yeah, if you want, you can do it. But the use case is what I'm trying to say is print. Print name is name, age is, I'm just saying age, and gender is gender. Make sense? Guys, if you look at this, right? So, for example, to understand this better, what I'll be doing is I'll be making a call to this function, user details, and as of today, for example, name. So based on the position, based on the the order which we have written, right? Same order I have to parse. For example, if I parse in the first function call, I'm parsing, let's say the first function is John Doe. Okay, sorry, first value is John Doe, whose age is, for example, let's say 45, and whose gender is, let's say, male. Got it? And when I execute this, what will happen? So name is John Doe, age is 45, and gender is M. Right? Makes sense? So this is what we have done so far. This is what tradition that we have followed so far to making a function calls, right? And if I just take the same function but slightly change, slightly change the order. So here, since I'm not doing anything, right? I'm just passing out. Did you see this? And even this, yeah. Now, does this make any sense? No, is it? Because see, you are sending this value. So m to name, 45 to age, for example, 45 is fine, but gender to name. If I trigger this out now, this time, now name is M, age is 45, and gender is John Doe. So this is incorrect, is it? This is incorrect. The reason is very simple because you have defined some parameters. Let's say you know that there are three parameters, but so since you are already here, right? You are saying the function definition is a function call. The function definition, right? Like you can directly see. But imagine this is somewhere, and you know the function name, and when you're making a function call, right, you don't know what order you have defined. Okay, so to help that, for example, name is the one parameter, age and gender, understood. So this particular see, you mistakenly written like this, and after the application running, you found that that order has changed. So name is M is coming like, name is not M, right? So it's like gender, age is fine, and gender is John Doe. So this is incorrect again, and lately we found mistake, right? So to correct this up, what we have in Python is, there is something called keyword based arguments. Makes sense? So which means you can use the same you can use this same name, same parameter name when you are making a function call. So issue, right? Invalid data as order is not known, or we might forget. Okay, so to work on this particular use case, or to work on this particular function, right? So then what you have to do is, see, now you know parameters, correct? You know the parameter names, name, age and gender, right here. So by using parameters you can pass any order. So if you see, when you're doing this is working, correct? This is a working solution. And when you want to when you want to change the order, let's say you want to uh, when you want to say, here you will be saying like, see, name equal to name equal Adriana, whose age is, let's say, 30, and I'll show you different variants. Okay, 30, and gender is female, for example. If you look at this, see, this is we execute already. And when it comes to this, so name Adriana, it will go and set into the name position, and this is age and this gender. Okay, but if I execute this out, did you see? Positional argument follows the keyword based arguments. Makes sense. See, when you're doing this kind of things, right? For example, so if I change to this, did you see this? What happened? So it is not exactly detecting what you are sending. Instead, see, you should not send a single what we can say, you cannot send a single parameter value and rest of them for other thing. You should not do this. That's what it is. That's what the complaint. Because when you're making this function call, right? Generally, so what you're doing, based on the positions, it will go, correct. So first position 30 is there. It will go for the name, and second value go for age, understood. But if you see the very first one, 30, it will go and sits here. Also, you are explicitly defined that name value, right? Name also one more value. one more value for the same parameter. Did you get it? That's where it got, there is a complaint. Did you see? User in the user details function, it got multiple values for argument name. Did you get it? That's where the complaint. So you should not do this. But what is a good way to do it? Is you can call the function user underscore details, right? And here in this, now you can mention, let's say, name equal to, for example, um, John, for example, and age is equal to 45, and gender equal to male. You got it? And see, now we have properly defined. Like, say you are giving, there are three parameters and there are three arguments. Got it? So when you're writing up a name equal to John, age equal to 45, gender equal to male, right? So what exactly happened? Exactly takes, it takes it look for this name. It look for name in the definition. It passes this value, and look for age in this and passes this value. Okay. And you were saying, like, hey, Kumar, you mentioned that where you can define this argument name exactly as matches with the parameters, but why still, if still you are given the same order, right? So what does really make sense now? No problem. So this is to give one example which would work, and other example. See, do you see this name, age? Okay. Now since you already know the parameters, and this is the working one. Okay. And now we can call any order. So let's say, for example, you put gender here. The first one is gender and second is male. So it now you can keep any order, but you should make sure to provide all the parameters. Okay, you can give any order now. Even if you pass gender equal to male, name equal John, and age equal 45, for example, still it gender goes to gender, that particular, because you specifying the respective key, respective parameter name. Hey, this value M only meant for gender parameter. Make sense? And name only meant for name parameter. Age only meant for age parameter. Did you get that? Yeah. So if I trigger this, still, did you see this? Name is John, age is 45, and gender is M. Guys, any confusion? So you can give any order now. You can change the other order. So for example, let's say age first, gender next, and for example, name. Let me comment this out. You got it? So age goes to age parameter value, gender goes to gender, and name goes to name. This is a keyword based. So based on the key name or parameter name that you defined, exactly same name we were passing in the function call. Did you get it, guys? Yes, no? Guys, are we, yeah, make sense? Yeah. Okay. So now that you understood how to pass the keyword based arguments to, correct? Yeah. Let us have one more use case. You'll be seeing. Okay. So now the of uh, params mix. Okay. So what my intention here is just some normal variable, for example, normal variable. Okay. Single star variable and double star variable to help you understand this. Okay, make sense? And and see, in this program, tell me how many parameter must pass. So here normal parameter, which means what? It must, this is a mandatory parameter, is it? Yes, no? You got it right. This it have one. And how about this? This is like zero or one, correct? Like zero or more. This is zero or more. Guys, did you understood? So I can quickly give a help. I'll help you out here. Maybe if you forgot, that's fine. Mandatory, because I also came from the same school, and a normal is mandatory argument, and single star. Single star is optional. Double star optional. When I say optional, zero or more. Got it, guys? This you should have knowledge on this. Okay, then only you can see, then only you can write like this. And also the positions, right? The position when you're mentioning the parameters, normal parameter, single star parameter, double star parameter, right? It has to follow this order. You cannot mix up, like, a star single star comma normal. You cannot do like this. Let me help you out understand that portion. Okay, so for example, when I make the function call of this, right, and say, as you already were, uh, for normal this mandatory, meaning I should pass, right? See, if I call this function without passing anything, it say, did you see this? Though, by looking at this error, you should understand. Though it has three parameters, but it is only complaining about only one parameter. Did you see this? Hey, type error. This function, params mix function, missing one required positional argument. Normal. Only for this it is complaining. Did you get it, guys? Yes, no? Eh, right? Yeah. So that's where the problem. Okay. Let me also help you out to capture this error. When you're looking at the code itself, you'll come to know that they're watching 1 hour video. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Next, what I'll do is I'll call the function. I'll kick this to down. Yeah. And next, I'll call the function just passing only one argument. Let's say 45. Just some junk. Don't even know what's 45, but this time there's no issue with this program. Did you see it? And since I didn't capture it, I didn't print it, right? So you are not saying like, hey Kumar, what happened? Just let me help you out, printing each and every parameter. Yeah, makes sense. Normal is variable name, just like, normal. And one more thing. So when you're making a star, right? See, star is to collect it, okay. But when you want to print it, you should not write with star. People used to make, uh, they used to make, the mistakes are again mistakes zone. They used to write like this to print this, to print this variable. But originally, you should not keep star actually. You got it? Yeah, that's a mistake people used to do. And double. No, here, like, here I'm using single star, double star. All are meant for, what? Single star, double star. All are meant for just to print it here. Just message, display message only. Okay, nothing to do with our program. Double star is, got it. Now, if I execute it, you will come to know. Did you see this? Normal is 45. Single star, we didn't pass anything. So single star means tuple. It stores in tuple, right? Double star means it stored them in dictionary. Make sense? Guys, did you understood? Yes, no? Anyway, no problem. I'll, make sense, huh? Naveen, did you get it? Yep. And okay, now this time what I'm doing is I'm passing some more values. Let's say 50 comma 60 this time. So what will happen? So guys, it's very clear. I have passed 45. Okay. So for normal variable, it can only accommodate one guy. So it has only seat for only one person. Okay. So this guy and the very first guy, because since the order, right? This is the first guy. This guy goes, occupies a seat. Okay. And if you see the rest of the two, 50 comma 60, right? Did you see there is a star arguments? Okay. Star arguments means it takes like, it's not a keyword, right? If it is a keyword, it must have taken to this also double, for example. Okay. So this case, what happened? 45 goes to this normal variable, and 50 and 60 goes to star variable, because star, no, it takes zero or more, correct? Yeah. So that, let me execute this, you'll understand, better. Did you see this? Why double is still, you may be thinking that, again there is a confusion zone where, hey, you are saying like 45 should go to this, 50 should go to star, and 60 go to double, right? But double is what? Double is only expecting a keyword based argument. You got it? Because it required two key and value pair, right? That's where it is not accommodating 60. Did you got it? Yeah. Yes. No. Yes. Right. Yep. Any confusion? No. No confusion, is it? No, that's where I'm giving each and every example, guys. Again, don't tell me I get confused. Because for each use case, I'm giving the example. Now this time, let's say name equal to, uh, for example, John Doe. Aparna, following gender equal to, for example, male. Now did you see it, guys? See, we have only three parameters, but three are not normal parameters. So only the first one is normal parameter. Second is single star parameter. Third one is double star parameter. Okay. So this time, what will happen? So here there is a function call. See, this normal parameter only accommodate one person. Okay. The first person go and occupy that seat. You got it? Like 45. And if you see star parameter, it takes zero or more values, right? So here, did you see this? Normal values. Even it can, even if it is a string also, for example, let's say hi, right? So again, this is not a keyword based, right? Because this cannot be converted to a dictionary, isn't it, guys? So this time, what will be the answer? So who can tell me? I'll write down, I'll just take down and write down answers. Normal is 45. Okay. Perfect. Guys, did you get it? Priyanka, got it? Yes, no? Clear, right? Yep. And how about Molly? Molly, did you get it? No, no, if any confusion, let me know, guys. It is damn easy, guys. Okay. Are you traveling, Molly? We're getting background noise. That's okay. Yep. Gender colon male. Guys, did you get it? Like what it will be printing? So since I just printed like this, like interpreter, but let our interpreter print this. Okay. Makes sense, huh? Everyone? Yep. Exactly. Exactly the one which we have written, right? Same way. Yeah. But only catch is you need to understand normal parameter, it takes only one. Star parameter, it takes the other parameters. but not the keyword ones. You got it? Did you understood? And whenever it starts with the keyword one, then it will understand that, oh, okay, these are the rest of the things for double star. Understand? Yeah. So there is one use case. Let me give you other use case where I'll take you like, I'm just keeping like, so this is legal. Okay, the one which we have just defined is legal, and there is some illegal things also. So when you want to do this, so your program will not allow you to run. Let's say you have defined star parameter first like this. So this is illegal. Even when you execute this program, nothing will happen. Like why? Because it just create a function object. But when you call this function, right? Let's say when you do this, it would say like, did you see this? What is error? Type error. Parameter missing one required keyword only argument normal. Understood? There is error. So for example, if I pass the 45, for example, so did you see this? Even though I have passed 45, for this particular one I have passed 45, right? What happened? See, 45 went in, and what did you notice here? Single star, right? Correct? Single star, it taken 45, but what about normal? Meaning, whatever the values that you are going to give here, all goes to where? All goes to normal variable goes to star variable only. Yes or no? Did you understood? Yes, no, right? So this is not a wrong, no, wrong way. Okay, the order is correct. Order is normal variable followed by single star variable followed by double star followed by double star variable. Guys, did you get it? So this is how the correct order. Yeah. Sorry. No, guys, did you understood like how the order should be? Order should be followed this style. Normal variable followed by single star followed by double star. And one more thing, if you want to say this is a legal, and if you don't see, for example, if you don't have a normal variable, for example, you can also have see this is also legal. For example, single star. See, this is legal. This is the actual order. You can have some simple normal. This is where this is legal. Normal, comma, single star, legal. Guys, did you understood what I'm trying to talk here? This is legal. Understood. So you should not swap. So you should not swap like So it can be normal. It can be normal and single star. Like you can write a function with normal and the single star, normal, single star, and double star. Okay, let's have a small example. Like wrong. Let's say this. Yeah. So now, guys, understanding this is very important. That's where when you are getting into a project where you will be seeing a program where it has only normal variable, where you are seeing another function with normal and star variable, and whereas other function where you are seeing only single double star variable. Even you got it? Having single star, this legal, normal variable, and even only single star. See, only uh, single star, double star. You got it? All are legal. Yes, makes sense. For example, let's say F1. So you had A. This is legal. You got it? And I'm just giving some examples now. Okay, this is normal variable, and you can also A or B, for example, but star B. This is legal. You can also write one more function, double star c. This legal. Guys, did you get it? Yes, no? Understood, huh? And when you want to use all the combination, let's say if you want to use two combinations, for example, let's say you want to use the combination of, see, you can in the order, if you want to use normal and double possible. Skip, see, you understood what I mean. You can use, if you understood the core logic of this, the core logic is very simple. It can be or it can be a single variable, single parameter, or it can be one or more parameters also, but you should not miss the order. So if you want to use like, for example, normal and double star, that is illegal, but you should not use the single star variable in between. You got it? Let's say like this. So df, for example, f2 function, and you had a normal variable, and it can be double star variable. This legal. Guys, did you get it? What I'm talking about? Where I'm coming from? Did you understood? Huh? Yeah, Aparna, did you also get this? Hmm, that's right. You should always follow the order. Yeah, makes sense. If you want to use df, let's say f3 function, and you should use, if you want to use single star and double star, single star should be followed by uh, you know uh, yeah, double star should be followed by single star. For example, let's say uh, star b comma double star c. This is legal. Got it? And df, let's say f4 function, here double star comma star b. So this is illegal. You got it? Guys, I have given different variants. Okay, you have to try it out. So for example, if I call this function f4 now, f4, if I trigger this out by pressing f5, it says, did you see this? Arguments cannot follow the key variable keyword argument. Now, did you understood the error? Because here keyword argument followed by normal argument, like single star argument. Arguments cannot follow keyword argument. Now you understood what mistake you have made, because we made double star first and then single star next, right? So this is illegal. You got it? And if I try this, wrong order, wrong order of parameters, make sense? And when I do this and go back here, f3, right? F3, when I make this function call, this correct order, did it make sense? And if I execute this, arguments oh, okay. Oh, still it is a part of this program, right? That's where, though I didn't execute it, I'll do one thing. I'll comment this guy. Yeah, makes sense. If I execute this now, did you see this? Now it is not raising any issue. Okay, look, since it is this error showing bottom, you might be thinking this error to that. No, it's not. Let me re-trigger the execution. Did you see it? Right? So what you have to do is you should always think about what order is it. Normal order, normal variable followed by single star followed by double star. So that's how this order you should always keep. Remember, you can always use single variable, single star alone also you can use like this. That's where I given different examples. But the catch is, you should always follow this order when you want to use multiple ones. If it is individual, no issues, you can directly use individual also like this. Yeah, make sense? Any questions in this, guys? No, right? Okay, so that's what I have for today. If you have any questions in this, feel free to discuss, we can go over.